Still seeing that circulation here on the western side, just west of downtown Cordele. This southern line is moving at about 55 miles per hour, and at the Dothan Airport, just rolled through there, they saw a wind gust of 64 miles per hour, and that line will continue to march its way off to the east, affecting the southern portions of Early County through Miller County and the southern portions of Baker County as well, moving through Bellevue at about 6:54 as that storm rolls off to the east there. But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Clay County, Baker County, and Early County. That's until 6:30 tonight. Winds 60 miles per hour and gusts higher than that. Penny-sized hail will be possible as well. I'm going to show you the live look. This is looking south at that severe thunderstorm warning. So from Cordele along 41 up toward Richwood, I still want you to be in the lowest level, most interior portion of your home, and then off to the west, so toward Coney Road. And I believe the circulation now is just north of Highway 280.
Because it is cold this morning. Let's head over now to Bradford Ambrose. Bradford, you've already bundled up this morning.
He's prepared. Let's see.
Hey guys, I am very well prepared. I've got my coat on this morning, and hopefully you know where it is. You might have to dig it out from the closet. We gave you the first alert last week that the colder air was on the way, and it is here. But that center of circulation could be anywhere within this cone of uncertainty. That's why the National Hurricane Center does release that, because the center could be all the way out here into the Atlantic. It could be all the way out here into the eastern Gulf of Mexico. And Damon, we're continuing to track rain and even some rumbles of thunder on first alert radar, giving it a slow go for your Monday morning commute, but giving it the green light as we head into the afternoon. Drier and cooler air is finally on the way. We'll track it coming up in your full first alert forecast when you join us right after the break. The greens are going toward the radar site. The reds are going away from the radar site. When we see that direction, the turning, the difference in the winds, that's when we could possibly see some broader rotation of funnel cloud and potentially, possibly a tornado. Well, we're tracking rain on first alert radar out there right now, but as you head out the door on your Sunday morning, that will be a distant memory. We've got cooler and drier conditions headed our way. We'll talk about it coming up in your full first alert forecast in about 3 minutes. Looks like now the circulation has moved north, so it's right on top of downtown Cordele now, or possibly just north of downtown.
Now, your WALP First Alert weather with weathercaster Bradford Ambrose.
Well, the first alert weather day does continue across South Georgia as we're tracking a line of severe thunderstorms now entering our area, but I want to get to the tornado watch first. In effect for all these counties shaded in red, and that goes until 9 o'clock this evening, does include the Albany area and pretty much every county along and west of the Flint River. The main threat with this line is going to be damaging winds, but we cannot rule out an isolated brief spin-up tornado along the line. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning continuing until 7:15 tonight for Stewart County, through Webster County, also through the northwestern portions of Randolph County, down through Quitman, Clay County, and the western portions of Early County, just west of Blakely. And this is all continuing to push its way off to the east. We're mainly dry for most of South Georgia. If you're joining me from Valdosta, say to Thomasville or over toward Tifton, you're saying, hey, where's all the thunderstorms? They're on the way as this line continues to push its way off to the east. This northern section of the line is moving at about 40 miles per hour. So that's the way actually 25 miles per hour now. I've tracked it and getting to you folks in Dawson just around 7 o'clock and then toward Morgan shortly after 7:15. Greatest threat, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and a lot of lightning with this as well. This southern line is moving at about 55 miles per hour, and at the Dothan Airport, just rolled through there, they saw a wind gust of 64 miles per hour, and that line will continue to march its way off to the east, affecting the southern portions of Early County through Miller County and the southern portions of Baker County as well, moving through Bellevue at about 6:54 as that storm rolls off to the east there. Here's what you need to know as this line moves through the area. Damaging winds, 60, 70 miles per hour will be possible, and a few brief spin-up tornadoes will be possible as well. The severe weather timing now until about midnight, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. We may have to adjust that timing. The bottom line, stay weather aware as we head throughout the overnight or evening hours. Here's the severe weather threat for today. Enhanced risk for our far northwest northwestern counties, much of the area under that slight risk for severe weather, and then marginal threat further off to the east. The bottom line here, all of South Georgia is under a threat for severe weather as we head over the next several hours. So stay tuned to the WAOB weather app, also our Facebook and Twitter pages, and right here on air if a tornado warning is issued. Highest rainfall totals west of the Flint River as this system rolls on through, around an inch will be possible. A live look at our Alpha Insurance camera in Moultrie. We've got some pretty cloudy skies all across the area, and those will turn stormy as we head over the next couple of hours as that line moves on through. So strong severe thunderstorms throughout the evening hours and into the early overnight hours. We'll see low temperatures dropping to near or in the 60s as we head into the overnight as well. And let's take a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely on Sunday as that cold front moves east. It will run into a ridge of high pressure, lift back north as a warm front, and that will keep good rainfall chances as we head into the early work week as well. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be likely Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And notice those unseasonably warm high temperatures near 20 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. Upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Overnight lows in the 60s. Will finally start to dry out a little bit by Thursday and Friday as temperatures cool just a bit, and then tracking another cold front as we head towards Saturday and Sunday with high temperatures near 70.
Yeah, Carla, the community is shaken up right now. I spoke to several people today, and they cannot believe this happened right here in their own community. Now, to give our viewers some reference, I'm standing about a mile away from the crash site. The crash site's right over here over my right shoulder. Now, during an earlier press conference, I asked about the community's response to this crash this morning. Officials say they've been trying to control rumors throughout the day.
The biggest thing is speculation, trying to kill rumor control and people making assumptions. Unfortunately, we do have several local pilots that live here in Sumter County, so of course their families are very concerned as to whether or not it may be their loved ones.
Now, it's important to note the Federal Aviation Administration says the plane crashed just after it departed. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office says they don't know right now if the plane took off from this airport or a nearby airport. I spoke to several people in this area today. A man at the airport told me one of the victims is a well-known gentleman and knew him for around 30 years. Stay with WAOB for the very latest on this story as it develops. Live in Americus, Bradford Ambrose, WAOB News 10. The sheriff says this is where Grimsley's body was found along Highway 280 near Reed's Crossing Road. Investigators say someone picking up trash found his body in the ditch beside the road. Sheriff Rogers says he was last seen July 14th, but wasn't reported missing until August 9th. He says it's important to report someone missing as soon as possible.
I would recommend that if you are worried about a loved one or a family member, I would rather you call and it be nothing than not call and someone be hurt or missing. We would rather check it out and it be nothing to it than not know.
His remains will head to the GBI crime lab so they can determine how Grimsley died. Coming up at 6, find out why no one could find Grimsley for so long. In Wilcox County, Bradford Ambrose.
From your first alert station, this is WALB News 10 at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bradford Ambrose. On Friday, Post 13 in Tifton and Post 31 in Valdosta both worked one fatal crash. That makes a total of 3 fatalities in South Georgia this weekend. Across the state, troopers have worked 11 fatal crashes, according to the Georgia Department of Public Safety's Twitter. And you may be planning to stay home this weekend. The Albany Area YMCA is offering activities for those who won't go too far away from home this weekend. They will offer access to its Central and Lee Branch facilities,